Hello, my dear sisters. This week's podcast is in honor of our unsung heroines, the pastors' wives. As October is winding down, I do not want to pass the opportunity to acknowledge our great heroines in the Hmong District, especially our pastors' wives, who stand willingly and serve faithfully alongside their husbands. In Proverbs 3:27 it says, "Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it." And also in Romans 13:7 it commands, "Respect those whom respect is owed, honor to whom honor is owed." What a blessing and an honor it is being called to the role of a pastor's wife. Though the calling is very unique and priceless, it also comes with many challenges. The expectation and demands of the pastor's wife are so great and high. We know that she deserves the utmost level of appreciation and honor, but often she is overlooked and underappreciated. So here is a tribute that I found by a pastor. His name is Carl Woodingstall, that I want to share with all the pastors' wives, that you are our unsung heroines, especially to your husband that sometimes he tends to forget due to the busyness of the church. So please be encouraged that you are not forgotten, and we appreciate you immensely. So here goes the tribute from the pastor to his wife. To the pastor's wife, the woman often behind, but so faithfully beside a man God has called to labor for him. Your husband stands on stage and preaches, leads your church in worship, cares for other people's needs, points groups to Jesus, hangs out with church members, goes on missions trips, leads retreats, counsels people, works with other leaders, and makes hard decisions. Everyone sees him, but often, and usually unintentionally, overlooks you. It isn't easy to be you, and we all publicly acknowledge that right now. You endure so much. A husband worn down mentally, physically, and spiritually from caring for others' struggles to come home with enough gas in the tank to care for you. You are often privately under spiritual attack, the evil one distracting your husband by what God has called him to publicly. You are often left alone with the kids while your husband goes out night after night to retreat after retreat, elders meeting after elders meeting, missions trip after missions trip, to one worship practice after another, while you are putting the kids to bed alone, cleaning up from dinner by yourself, and doing so much you are not thanked for. But aren't you excited to see how the Lord is moving? You answer yes, because you know it's right, but it is so hard. For all the times you held down the fort while we went to work, for all the times you would have loved to see God work up close and change your heart, for the times you skipped prayer meetings to stay home with a snotty-nosed infant, a daughter with the fever, or a son with the flu, for all the days off or evening dates that didn't happen because of ministry. We can't give you those back, but we can say thank you and try to love you better. Right now, we acknowledge your service and sacrifice. We don't do this enough, and for this we are sorry. Please don't be discouraged, pastor's wife. The Lord sees it all. He knows your frustration, your discouragement, and your times of hurt and loneliness. You carry a burden that is no doubt different from, but just as weighty as your husband's. Do not believe the lies of the evil one that you are not being used, that you are somehow just a pastor's wife. You are the smile, the warmth, the comfort, the faithful, prayerful, patient, more helpful than you could ever know partner to the man God has called to labor for him. You might not often be seen or even be with him, but he can't do it without you beside him. You are not just a pastor's wife. You have been specifically called by God to this role. It isn't easy, but this is why we love you. This is why we pray for you. This is why we can do what we do, because we do it alongside you. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your endurance. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your correction, even when we don't want to hear it. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your honesty, loyalty, and patience. Wow, what a tribute to you, pastors' wives. I know sometimes your husbands tend to forget to appreciate you and to thank you for all the things that you have done. But I pray and I hope that this will encourage you today. So my pastors' wives, from the bottom of my heart, from the Hmong District, thank you for all you do in the Lord's work. I respect and deeply appreciate your faithful obedience to your calling and your sacrificial and the endless support given your husband. I pray for his abundant blessings upon you today and many years to come. May God bless you.